Hi all, this is John. I'm the Silver Santa. I just started my YouTube channel. This is my first uploaded video. I'm hoping to do well with it. To give you a little background or insight on who I am and what I'm planning on doing, I currently have 5 children. All my children are grown up, as I'm an older gentleman, but at the same point, I like to compete. So they're always complaining about money and how do I get it, where do I get it, and I don't have as much. I tell them simple things, anything. Get out there and do something. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. A few years back, me and my one son, we became very close, and I'm his best friend. He's my best friend, and we decided to turn around and do some metal detecting. Bought some metal detectors. We got out, gave me some exercise, got him some fun. We had a blast. Started finding colonial things, Civil War items, different objects, coins, obviously the coins. And we started showing the people what we found. We try to let people keep whatever they want. Hopefully they're nice enough to let us keep some of the good stuff, like coins and things that we're really interested. If they want to keep jewelry, whatever, that's fine as well. But we don't get mad, never get upset. After all, it's not our property, but we do enjoy whenever they're nice enough to let us get a day out. Well, anyhow, we try to compete. We got into coin collecting when it started getting too cold to metal detect. My son had said to me one day, well, Dad, why don't we do some coin roll hunting? And I told him, I said, well, what is that? He said, well, we go to the banks and you just get coins and you turn around and go through and you get books and you try to fill them up. I said, well, okay, I guess we can do that. Gives us something to do. I don't watch TV, but I do watch YouTube. I like to watch those young gentlemen going out there, going that metal detecting and finding stuff. And I like to see older people too, but you just don't see many old men out there doing that. But it is an exercise and just fun to get out there and do it. It's fun. It's not about how much you find, it's about what you find and the quality stuff. Pulling something from 300 years ago and holding it in your hand, that's a lot of fun. And I tell you, if you ain't never done metal detecting, get out there and do it. You won't become rich. You might, but I doubt it. You'll have more fun than anything, and you learn a lot just by finding stuff and pulling it out, and you're like, what is this? And you do a lot of research, you find out what things are. It's a learning thing. No matter how old you are or how much you think you know, you're always learning new stuff. So we started doing this coin roll hunting. We started going to banks, asking them for customer roll coins and pulling out stuff, filling in the spots in an empty books and binders, and we started pulling pennies and wheat pennies, and then every now and then, once in a blue moon, an Indian head penny would pop up. So it really sparked that interest. We started following up closely, and then we started pulling buffalo nickels and victory nickels and different things out of the nickels and proof coins and under the dimes, mercury dimes, barber dimes. We never got a seated dime yet. Looking for a seated dime yet. We did our quarters, found our Washington quarters, Stanley Liberty quarters. Not many Stanley Libs. My son loves those things. If we have quite a few, but we ended up having to buy them or getting from collections from people. Unfortunately, some people passed away, and we were able to get some of their collections and maintain them and hold them as a whole, out of respect for the people. But we do enjoy that. But I want to show you some of the silver today, just so that you see that we are silver hoarders, stackers, I should say. Nobody wants to say hoarders. That's a bad word, but we're stackers, and what we aim to shoot for is and when we're going through, we find our silver war nickels. We can find our mercury dimes, our Roosevelt dimes, our barber dimes, things like that, and then we turn around. We will go after our silver quarters as well. Our silver quarters stand between Stanley Liberty quarters, Washington quarters, and barber quarters. The barbers, mostly we end up having to buy from estate sales, things like that. I don't do too many auctions. I do them, but we don't make out too well at the auctions. I'm not paying premium prices for this stuff. After all, I'm just a stacker. We do fill in our books. We enjoy the books, as you can see them behind me. I do have some books here at the house. We have our Walking Liberty half dollars, our Ben Franklins, a lot of 64s, and what have you on that. We do have our Morgan dollars, as you can see right there. You have a bunch of Morgans and whatnot. And we just been collecting them, silver bars, silver rounds, and doing some different things over the last couple years. I like to listen to ideas and people where they put stuff financially, the institutions, and the way the economy is. I'm getting more into silver. I wish I could get into gold, but like so many people, we just can't afford to put ounces and ounces and ounces of gold back. Um, I like to live life, and we put the stuff we were putting in safety deposit boxes, but you don't want to keep that kind of stuff at your home. And if I can give anybody any kind of advice, don't keep a lot of silver at your house. Find other places. There's friends, family, trusted places you can put stuff within a hand's reach, not too far away. But you don't want to get robbed or have your family hurt or harmed over a little bit of silver. If you get robbed, just give it up. Call the police. Do what you need to do. Your life's too precious. But that's just me going on about the hoard of silver. I mean, you want to stack silver, stack it wisely and safely, and understand that it's supposed to be fun for numismatic, for going after the coins for the books. It's more of a hobby. We're not out to figure that we're going to be wealthy if the economy crashes. After all, we do not have that much silver. But we do pick up some different weird things, and I like to show stuff to different people and friends and families. But I'm going to start showing some stuff to y'all. And what I aim to do is, like I said, I want to turn around. I want to compete. I want to compete with my son. He's done his show, or he's opening up his channel. I figured I'd get on there before him. I want to blow him out of the water with this. He's going to do coins and metal detecting. You may see me on his channel, and he's under BC Life. And I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go on to the Silver Santa. Why Silver Santa? Because I play Santa and I like to give back. And eventually, with this website, if I start to do really well, I do want to give back to people. I do believe in giving it to them. I just want to share. I like bringing smiles to people's faces, and I believe if you're nice to people, people will be nice back. There's not much of that in the world today. What I'd like to do, if I get enough subscribers, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not a wealthy man to just give things away when I don't have any money extra like that. But eventually what I would like to do is show you some of the coins that were coming about. We have some double books, and we can always make more books when we're going through our pennies and our nickels and our dimes, and do a lot of books and finding a lot of coins we can do. Some of the key dates are hard to find, but if we get books together and things like that, we can always turn around and give them off, more of a raffle from our subscribers. I mean, those people that subscribe, I would like to give back to those. I mean, after all, if you get the advertisements coming in and things like that, from what I understand, you can turn around and make some pretty decent money. So in that case, I'd like to give back. I see people doing it every now and then, and they give out a ounce around or 1 ounce round or whatever, for whatever reason. I mean, you buy something, you get some money, silver, and free items with that. But at this point in time, I'm not out to sell anything. All I want is your subscription, a like, or maybe a share. What I can do with that is eventually, if I can get monetized into YouTube and get a channel going and I get enough viewers watching me, I'd like to give back. And I'd like to give back, starting out, it would probably be like a 1 ounce round or a book, partial book or something like that. Once a month, just give something. But if you start making some decent money, I'd like to turn around and do something. And I have something really big I brought up to the family, and they just kind of like look at me like I'm crazy. But Christmas was, 10 months away? Well, when that 10 months comes up, if I can do it, and I have the subscribers that I'd like to have, I don't care about the money that would come in on Christmas. As much as it would make me happy just to see the look on someone's face, if I could turn around and give the ultimate prize. But that would all depend on what kind of money you bring in. I hear some YouTubers bring a couple $100, $100 a month. I hear other YouTubers say that they've made thousands of dollars a month. Now, if it ever becomes thousands, I'm not buying no Lamborghini and doing all those little prank jokes and things like that. That works for them, but that's not for me. I'd like to give back. Maybe if you subscribe and you become part of my channel, and there's a lot of talk, and I'll have some questions. There's some questions I have that I'd like to ask the people just to see where they stand. The one thing that I do not quite understand is the charts. I don't understand a lot of the economic ideas and the way people put things together. I watch a lot of silver videos, and I like to hear the people talk about silver and gold. and just like to hear their predictions and ideas. Some say that it's never going to happen, that silver is ever going to blow up, but others turn around and talk about it blowing. But one thing I do know for sure is twice in my lifetime, silver has gone up. And it's gone up quite a bit back in the 70s, early 80s, and it's done it again back in the mid 2000s. Well, actually 2007, 2008, somewhere around there, I guess. So it's probably going to do it one more time before I die. And if not, my son will have it, my kids. So help me, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. I know it's a little lame, but I just wanted to tell you who I was and what I plan on doing. Like to start out once a week, getting on here and just kind of meeting up with y'all, talking about what I want to do. Maybe something, if I find something weird, or maybe I'll just pull one of the 1 ounce bars, 10 ounce, 5 ounce bars, and talk to you about what I purchased and what your ideas. And I want to ask some questions, but I don't want to ask it all here today. After all, it's not about question day. It's more of an informational to let you know who I am and what my goal is. I'm the Silver Santa, John, hoping to give back to some subscribers and make everyone happy. Thank you. Out.